So today is Tuesday, which is Becoming Loving and Understanding, where I give you a horrible, horrible advice. Let's get started.
So it's official, we're lesbians. Cool story, bro.
The first advice that I got that I didn't really get, that it was actually off of a website that people ask advice on, that I'm just, was, can I be addicted to masturbating? No. Personally, I don't think so. Maybe I'm wrong. A lot of these advice, I'm probably going to say that over and over again. Now, maybe I'm wrong, just my opinion. But I don't think you can be addicted to masturbating. I think you can have a high sex drive or be a teenager and think that you have a high sex drive, but just like to masturbate. But I don't think you can be addicted to it. Actually, masturbating has been proven to be, I might be making this up, but I'm pretty sure, not positive, but pretty sure that masturbating has actually been proven to be beneficial for your body somehow, some way. I don't know. Just look it up. Look it up. There's actually a thing here on YouTube, actually a YouTube page, not sponsored by them at all. I watch them personally, and they talk about sex. I don't remember what their YouTube page is, but, there's a YouTube page for that stuff. Second advice. How do ugly girls deal with being ugly? I mean, it's so sad. Okay, technically they didn't say that. They just said, how do ugly girls deal with being ugly? But I just added the, it's the sad part. Because, that's a really stupid question. What if you're ugly? How do you deal with it? For the most part, ugly people, I feel like maybe don't realize that they're ugly. Or, if I just feel like, I feel like most people who are ugly just don't know that they're ugly. I mean, if someone come up to them and be like, hey, psst, you're ugly. And if they have parents, their parents have probably told them their entire lives that, you're really attractive. You're really pretty, you're really gorgeous, blah, blah, blah. Even if they are technically ugly. I mean, and also that's the other thing is everyone has a different definition of beauty. Some people could think oh, that person's gorgeous, and I could think that they're ugly, and et cetera, et cetera. For example, those people who are obsessed with the gym, mostly guys who are obsessed with the gym and they're super bulky and they wear workout clothes and they're meh. I think those are the ugliest people ever. Not really that they're ugly, mostly that they look ugly on the inside. I mean, I don't know, I've never met them. A lot of times I don't talk to them, but they look ugly on the inside. So I personally think those people are ugly, even though I have a friend who loves those kinds of people. I think they're just ugly people, just Anyway, moving on. How do I develop a distaste for sugar? Again, not a professional here. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it's not possible. If you like sugar, you like sugar. But you can, I would personally suggest cutting sugar out cold turkey and just being nope, no more, and just completely cutting it out, or using stuff like xylitol. Me and my friend both really like xylitol. It's a replacement sugar. I know I'm fat, so I probably shouldn't be talking about this, but I like xylitol. It's a good replacement sugar. And yeah. There's also tons of other fake sugars out there that work. Some are horrible, some are awesome. Look it up, I guess, because I think xylitol is one of the really good fake sugars, but there are also fake sugars that are really bad, the stuff that's in Diet Coke and diet drinks. Those are bad fake sugars. Look it up. I don't know. You look it up. Any advice for dating someone with kids? Well, personally, it's not for me. I know this might sound douchey or bitchy of me, but I would probably never ever date someone who has a previous child. I mean, unless they're the one and I'm deeply in love with them. Unless that situation happened, I probably personally would never date someone with kids. But I guess if you want to just see their take on it, sometimes people are let's date for a while and then you meet my child, or some people are just meet my child. But I mostly just feel you should be friendly with a kid, but don't act like their dad or their mom, depending on what gender you are. Don't be hey kid, eat your veggies, don't try to act like their parent. Act kind of like their friend at first, maybe. I don't know, depends on how the parent of the child feels. Just ask their opinion on how you want to go about it, I guess. Because every parent is different, especially with raising a child. See my previous video, totally unrelated. But anyway, every parent is different, but I think just ask them their opinion on how you want to go about it. Moving on. Are energy drinks equal to coffee? Again, I'm going to say this like a million times. I'm not an expert, but in my personal opinion, no, they are not. Coffee is actually in certain amounts and certain kinds, I think, will, like, without sugar and stuff, coffee is actually considered somewhat good for you, and there are good benefits of coffee. Whereas energy drinks are full of sugar. Well, they have sugar-free ones, but for the most part, energy drinks are full of sugar, full of chemicals, and all that bad junky junk and the trunky trunk. So in my personal opinion, even though I'm sure there are different kinds of energy drinks, so that's the thing, is I don't know if there's a certain kind of energy drink that's like no sugar and no chemicals, because those might exist, I don't know. But I think for the most part, majority of the time, coffee is delicious and good for you. If you drink it black, it's good for you. I drink it with tons of sugar, so that's probably not good. But energy drinks have tons of sugar and chemicals and all these bad junkety junk, so don't drink it. Or drink it only if you're desperate. My boyfriend set up a spy camera in my bedroom. What do I do? Dump him. Like, holy crap, that is super creepy. Like, first of all, dump him. Second of all, get a restraining disorder? No, you know what I'm trying to say. And then, like, third, like, move. Like, get out of there. Like, leave. Like, that is super creepy. Like, super duper creepy. I read this entire thing. Like, normally I just read the first line of the advice things, and I don't read anymore. But I read, like, the actual thing, and it was saying that it was, like, in her teddy bear, in her room. Like, he put a camera. That's creepy. I don't know. I hope this is, like, a fake advice thing, because some people ask for, like, fake advice, and I really hope this is fake, because that's creepy. That's, like, super creepy. Like, that is, like, psychopath creepy. Dump him and, like, get a restraining order and, like, move. Like, oh god, that freaks me out. Moving on. Do I treat my boyfriend like a child? Again, I read this whole thing. It pretty much talked about how this girl is, like, way older. I think it was a girl. Yeah, I think it definitely was a girl. She's way older than her boyfriend, and he feels like she is treating him like a child, and she disagrees. Well, my advice to that situation would be to try harder, I guess. If he feels like you are treating him like a child, ask him why and try to avoid doing things that might make him feel that way, if there are specific things. And if they're not, just try harder. I feel like if you try harder and he still complains, then be like, well, then maybe we just don't work out. But don't, like, say, I'm going to try to not treat you that way, and then, like, continue to treat him that way, and then, you know, act like, oh, I'm not doing anything, but don't, you know, actually, like, try hard to make him feel better, if you want that relationship, of course. But yeah, I just say try harder. Anyway, that's my advice for today, I guess. I'll talk to you later. Okay, bye.